Fly Free Sports, man. We're here for the UFC 316 review. Not a good night for me, man. I had a couple picks right, but overall, it was just one of them nights, man. Again, so that's why we here. Break it all down. You came to the right place. The first fight of the night, man. Kevin Holland versus Vicente Luque. This is one of the fights I predicted that would go to the person who won, which was Kevin Holland via Darce choke in the second round, I believe, right? Yeah, second round, Darce choke by Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland even looked good on the feet, man. Like he was real sharp tonight. I know he said he's staying around at 170. So we'll see how that plays out. That 170 division is getting stacked, man, with contenders. Not saying that he's, in that class as of yet. Well, that remains to be seen, but he was very sharp tonight. Even though it was against a Vicente Luque, who I said was completely out of his prime and is on the downside of his career. But that's not to take nothing away from Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, like I said, was sharp. He looked good even on the feet. Ended up on the ground getting that Darce. So yeah, that was a big win. Big win by Kevin Holland. And we'll see what he does, man, in the future at 170. Shout out to Kevin Holland. Man. Second fight, bro. I just want to go on record right now. Mario Batista, I gotta be a man, bro. I apologize, Mario. I apologize, man. Like, I'm rooting for you. I know what kind of killers you train with. I already know what it is, Mario. I know what you do, bro. Like, you ain't lost a fight in so long. Like, I know this is what makes 8 in a row. So I knew all this. And even going into the fight, man, I still let these motherfuckers talk me into buying the hype with Patchy Mix coming over from Bellator, man. Like, and you Bellator niggas, like, it's over. I don't want to hear no more Bellator niggas being hyped when they come to the UFC. Like, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. This nigga Mario Batista pieced this nigga Patchy Mix up the entire fight, bro. Like, Patchy had a couple moments in the third round, but the majority of the fight was Mario Batista putting belt to ass. Like, it was one of them, like, you too slow, you can't see me type ass whoopings. Like, this nigga Patchy Mix didn't try to take the shit to the ground. He didn't try to clinch. Nigga didn't do nothing but stand there and get picked apart and get his fucking nose bled for 3 rounds. Like, that nigga Mario beat his ass. And like I said in the preview video, man, like, I'm so excited that I was wrong. I'm rooting for Mario. I know he trained at the lab, all the motherfucking killers at the lab. I mean, come on, bro. That's my bad, Mario. I want to meet you in person and shake your hand and say, I'm sorry, bro. Like a man. I want to face you man to man and say, I apologize, Mario. I should have never, and it won't happen again. I won't pick against you again, Mario. I don't give a fuck who you fighting. Mario Batista is a dog. Came out there, did what he was supposed to do. Pieced this nigga up. Patchy Mix was talking so reckless at the press conference, talking about he the best bantamweight in the world. Cut it out, man. Like, it's over for you Bellator niggas. I don't want to hear. The only Bellator nigga I respect is Michael Venom Page. He the only one that's come to the UFC and has actually looked like a fucking MMA fighter. Like, I don't want the rest of you niggas. Pack it up. Pitbull, Patchy, all you niggas, pack it up. Michael Chandler, pack it the fuck up, bro. All you niggas, pack it up. I don't want to hear nothing else about them Bellator niggas. It's a wrap for y'all. Y'all can't compete in the UFC like that. Like, not against and Mario, a top 10. He's a top 10 guy. He's ranked number 10. He will be higher now, probably. But if you can't beat the 10th ranked guy, you shouldn't be talking about how you the best bantamweight in the world. Sorry. It's over, bro. I don't want to hear nothing else from you niggas. Shout out to Mario Batista, man. Shout out to the lab, all the killers, man. Looking forward to that Marcus McGee, that Maniac McGee and Piotr Jan fight. I just found out not too long ago that fight was happening. Like, I'm super excited for that fight. So I cannot wait to see that. And I'm gonna cheer on another one of my lab guys, man. Like Marcus McGee. Go fuck this nigga up. Shout out to Mario Batista, man. Good win. beat that boy ass. Next fight, Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. This was a weird fight because Joe Pyfer came out in the first round with his hair on fire, landing big shots. Like it looked like at some point that this should have been stopped because Pyfer was landing the big shots. But as the fight went on, it was like Kelvin Gastelum started getting back in the fight and landing like he wasn't landing nothing significant, but he was out striking him, which was like crazy considering how the first round went. Um, Kelvin Gastelum, he's another guy. I think he's past his prime, but he really showed some grit tonight against a guy who was trying to take his head off. Pyfer, that wasn't an impressive win at all. And one of the judges was bugging the fuck out with a 30-27 scorecard. There's no way you could have gave that third round to Pyfer. There's no way. Kelvin Gastelum clearly won the third round, just like Pyfer clearly won the first round. So depending on how they judged the second round was supposed to determine the fight, but there's no way 30-27 was the card. Like, come on, bro. Like these judges is out of pocket in MMA. Like we gotta get this shit together in the UFC. This is too big of an organization for motherfuckers to be getting cards that wrong. There's no possible way you could have scored that third round for Pyfer. No way. And even if you won the fight, I mean, I think it was like a razor close fight. So I'm not like mad that they gave him the decision, but a 30-27 card is just that's ridiculous, man. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing, bro? That's no, that's just nasty. But shout out to Pyfer, I guess, man. I know he said he had some ring rust coming in, so we'll see how he performs in his next fight. But that wasn't an impressive win at all. But shout out to him, man. He got the job done. Next fight, co-main event, Juliana Pena, the champion, against Kayla Harrison. Now, this fight pretty much went exactly how I picked it. Like Kayla Harrison just putting belt to ass. There were no moments for Juliana in this fight. Kayla just made it look easy, man. She's too much of a specimen, man, for any of them girls at 135. It's just not happening. Wrap it up. Amanda Nunes is literally the only one that's capable of beating her. And of course, that's the next fight after Kayla Harrison wins tonight via sub in round 2. So just easy, man. Kimura would have broke her arm if she didn't tap immediately. Juliana Pena, she's tough, gritty, but when somebody is cranking your arm backwards, I don't care what kind of grit you got, you're tapping. So, and that's exactly what happened. I honestly, I thought the fight would go longer. I'm not gonna lie to you, just because of the grit that Juliana Pena possesses. But yeah, man, when you put in that kind of position, there's nothing you can really do. Just out muscled, just out strength. It kind of played out like I said. Took her down, hit her with a little bit of ground and pound, not too crazy, too crazy. Juliana Pena got a point taken away in the first round for an up kick to a grounded opponent. Yeah, nothing really else to say about that fight. Amanda Nunes, of course, comes in the octagon after the fight to, pretty much face off and preview the next fight, which is Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison for the bantamweight title, and that's gonna be a great fight. I'll pick a winner, of course, whenever that card rolls around. Whenever that, I think probably maybe in the fall or late summer. We'll see, but yeah, I'll preview that fight when the time comes. But shout out to Kayla Harrison, man. UFC bantamweight champion of the world, coming over from the PFL. If it's one person that came over and started handling business, it's Kayla Harrison, bro. Like all the men, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like I said, pack them Bellator niggas up. Like, I will never pick another one of you niggas in a fight against a UFC vet. I just can't do it. Like, I'm sorry, UFC. I disrespected y'all by picking these new niggas. Like, it won't happen again. Ain't gotta worry about it. Here we go. Marab the Machine, Dawalish Wheelie. beats Sugar Sean O'Malley via North South choke, man, in the third round. I called the right round, called the wrong fighter. First and foremost, man, I just want to give my respect to Marab. This is tough for me to eat crow. Pause. You know what I mean? But got to come on here and keep it real, bro. Marab is an absolute menace. Um, I think, and he obviously, we're not used to seeing Marab finish fights at all. You know what I mean? So for him to do that tonight is super impressive. Um, finishing a fight, man, like that's been everybody's biggest criticism from Rob over the years. Like the nigga don't finish fights. They call him the decision merchant. You know what I mean? Like, but tonight, man, he said coming into the fight that he was going for a finish, and if he didn't get it. 13th win in a row from Rob. Man ain't lost a fight since 2018. I want to know how often USADA is testing Marab, bro. Like, cause there is no way this man bro. Like his cardio is just a different level. The fight ended in the third round, but you feel like Marab could keep the pace he fights at for 10. Like you feel like this nigga can wrestle for 10 rounds. There's already like stories about him being in the locker room before the fights doing full like fight simulations. Like this nigga's back there getting rounds in before a professional fight against an elite MMA fighter. I forgot who he was fighting when they told who was it? Damn, I forgot who it was. It was like 3 fights ago before Suge. Uh, was it Piotr Jan? It was one of them fights. But yeah, Marab is just an animal, bro. Like I want this nigga checked for PEDs, bro. I want him checked for PEDs. Um, but like I said, shout out to him, man. Much respect. I don't see anybody beating Marab in that division, bro. Like it's just Umar had the best chance because of the wrestling. You know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. As for Suge, man, my boy, Marab, I thought he did some very good things. I thought he did a way better job this fight as opposed to last fight with the takedown defense. He was clearly ready for it. He stuffed some of the takedowns, you know, was able to get the underhooks in and circle out of some clinches. Just you could tell he was stronger. He came into the fight a little bit more bulked up than normal. I don't think it had an effect on his speed or anything like that. I just thought just like the first fight, I thought he was a little gun shy. You know what I mean? Not wanting to throw certain things in fear of the takedown. You make one big mistake against a guy like Marab, and then you laying on your back for the next 3 minutes of the round. And I think it still came across as him doing that. I thought he would put more pressure moving forward early in the fight. You know what I mean? To prevent, being walked down and being tired. Because anybody knows, if you know anything about fighting, moving backwards only makes you tired. I thought he would move a little bit more laterally and more forward to kind of like force Marab into trying to shoot or things like that. But the game plan didn't look much different from Sean. That's why I was curious to see, like, if it got into the championship rounds, what he would have implemented. But of course, in the third round, Marab locked that choke in. I think it was like within the last minute of the round, maybe the last 30 seconds. But I know the round was winding down in the third. So, man, I just wanted to see what would have happened in the fourth and fifth round and how he would have adjusted to what was going on. Because he wasn't tired or anything. It's just that Marab, he keeps that relentless pressure on you, and it's hard to work your way back up to your feet. Also, there were a couple shots, man, that Suge threw where if if they would have landed, Marab definitely would have been asleep. Definitely would have been. There were like two big ones, and they missed by mere inches. Pause. But what was I gonna say? I just think Marab did a good job, man. I think he did a good job of he fought like Marab. You know what I mean? Chew clock, get him down. You know what I mean? Just wear him down. Just wear him down. That's what he does, man. He's the machine. They don't call him the machine for no reason. You know what I mean? It's just and I finally I can say now after watching Marab and Sean O'Malley fight twice, I can say now that Sean's chances of beating Marab are simply if he catches him. If he catches him. I think he got reduced to that at the end of this fight. Um Marab is the stronger fighter. He's of course the better conditioned fight. He's a better conditioned fighter than everybody in the UFC. Like I don't think he's the more skillful fighter, but in this stylistic matchup, I don't think that matters. It does not matter. You know what I mean? I think Sean O'Malley is the more skilled fighter, but that is irrelevant when someone's able to impose their will with their pace and their strength like that. It's a uphill battle. And like I said, you're pretty much reduced to if I can land the big shot. You know what I mean? It's like a dice roll, you know what I mean? So um yeah, that's just pretty much how the fight went. First round was really, really close until the end where Marab got it's very similar to the first fight again. I thought Sean was winning the first round for like the first 3 minutes of both fights. And then like the last 2 minutes of the first fight and like probably like the last minute and a half of this fight tonight. He just, got taken down and Marab was able to land nothing too crazy, but he just did enough to win the round. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a dominant round for Marab, but he was able to win it at the end. And that's like I said, that's what Marab does, man. He grinds it out. You know what I mean? Pause. Um, Second round, he fought well in the second round. You know what I mean? They kind of just stood up and traded. And in the second round is like I said, where I thought he was gun shy because you see Marab outlanding him on the feet, even though slightly. It just was like he's not as active as we know him to be because in the back of his mind, he doesn't want to get taken down and be on his fucking back for the next 3 minutes. So that's just it's just a tough matchup for him, man. I think anybody else in the bantamweight is getting their ass whooped by Sean O'Malley. Like, but Marab is just that guy, man. Everybody has that one opponent, whether it's basketball, it's a team that can't beat another team, or football. Everybody has bad matchups in all these sports. Somebody just got your number, and that's exactly what this is. So I got to give Marab full respect, full props. Yeah, motherfucker, a machine, man. 13 W's in a row. Like I said, ain't lost a fight since 2018 on a fucking amazing run. They about to put Corey Sandhagen in there with him, and Corey Sandhagen about to get his ass whooped. That Corey Sandhagen is pretty much the same build as Sean O'Malley, but less dangerous on the feet. So I don't know what the fuck kind of game plan Corey Sandhagen is gonna have going into that fight, but I guess the UFC got to put Corey in there with him because he next in line. Is everybody else booked up? Like I said, Jan about to fight Maniac. Um, Song Yadong, he not coming off no good performances. Figgy's down there. Uh, who else? There's nobody else you can put up there. Umar already had his title shot. He may be next after Corey, but there's literally nobody else in that top five who's worthy of fighting Marab. So Corey Sandhagen by default, he's been the only one that's been winning his last couple fights. So he'll get that match, and it ain't gonna go well for Corey. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. Marab gonna rag all the shit out that nigga. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. We'll be back. We'll be back, man. Suge will be back, man. Still my nigga, man. Favorite fighter in the UFC. Ain't shit changed. Still backing them. Pause. Uh, yeah, like shout out to everybody, man, who tuned into the motherfucking video. This was my UFC 316 recap review, whatever you want to call it, man. Rough night, like I said, but hey, man, we live to fight another day. It is what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Holla at me on the next one, man.